The Galactic Assembly had convened an emergency session for the first time in over 2,000 years. Delegates from every known species in the Orion sector and beyond filled the colossal chamber. Orbiting Jakar Prime, alarm pulsed through. The psychic fields. Holograms flicker with maps of lost worlds, ruined fleets, and the ever-growing red tide of annihilation. The enemy was the Nitherian swarm Ascension, consuming force of nanite plagues and biomechanical dread. They did not negotiate. They did not retreat. They learned. And they evolved with every failed battle. Entire civilizations had gone dark. The mighty Vernic armadas had fallen. The ancient Zilari, who once terraformed stars, had vanished into silence. Even the ruthless Dravari Empire had surrendered, only to be assimilated within hours. And now only one option remained. A name spoken in fear, buried in history, redacted from archives across the stars. Humanity. High Chancellor Yavrax of the Kulari clicked his mandibles nervously. Are we truly considering activating Protocol Omega-9? He hissed across. The Council. They are unpredictable, the Krell diplomat rasped, his reptilian tongue flicking. They don't follow rules. They don't obey chains of command. They are dangerous, a Zenerai noble intoned, its voice like chiming. Crystal, even in peace they breed chaos. But they survive, whispered Counselor Idria of the Thal. When Earth fell to the solar flare centuries ago, they adapted. When their colonies were isolated, they evolved. They fought each other, and still thrived. Silence fell as the central days opened, revealing the subject of their debate. He was just one man, wearing a scorched pressure suit, a scar across one brow, his gaze steady. Human eyes sharp, calculating, and terrifyingly calm. His name was Captain Elias Ward, a remnant of a forgotten era. A veteran of wars the galaxy had sealed away in nightmares. Captain Ward, the council chair addressed him. Do you understand? What we're asking? Elias stepped forward, arms at his sides. Yeah, you want a miracle. They gave him a ship, the Oathbreaker, a relic of human military engineering, reawakened from deep stasis. The ship's eye Nix sensed to his neural implant like it had been waiting centuries for this very moment. One by one, alien advisors attempted to brief him. He listened silently, then dismissed them all. He didn't want strategies. He didn't need data. He wanted freedom and a target. Send me behind their lines, Elias said, deep, where it hurts. And then forget about me. Why? Asked Idria, genuinely puzzled. Because I'm not coming back as a savior, he said coldly. If I do come back, it means they're dead. 3 weeks later, the Oathbreaker disappeared into Nitherian space. The galaxy waited. News blacked out. No signals, no updates. Even surveillance drones failed to track his path. Civilizations braced for extinction, or the return of a demon. And then it began. First, a swarm world went dark. Then another, and another. Not just destroyed, ripped. Apart. The swarm evolved through patterns, logic, and assimilation. But Elias? He was irrational, unyielding, human. He used nukes where lasers failed. He overloaded suns. He infected their collective mind with paradoxes, introducing contradictory algorithms to overload their shared intelligence. He poisoned the swarm's code with human chaos. Entire swarm fleets turned on each other, corrupted by illogical self-loathing. They began to fear individuality, a concept humanity had weaponized without ever meaning to. Nix, the ship's AI, whispered into their shared network, "You were made to adapt, so adapt to extinction." When Elias returned 6 months later, he walked into the council chamber alone, covered in ash, silent, eyes coated in space. No fleets accompanied him. No fanfare. Is it over? Chancellor Yavrax asked, trembling. Elias nodded once. Mostly. Gasped Idria. I killed the mind, he replied. The body's still thrashing. What did you become? Whispered. The Krell ambassador. I became what you were all afraid of, Elias said. He tossed something onto the chamber floor. A cracked swarm core, still twitching. I was your last hope, he said. But I was never your hero. Then he walked away. In the centuries that followed, the galaxy rebuilt. And though monuments were raised to peace, no one forgot the truth behind their survival. It wasn't diplomacy. It wasn't unity. It wasn't mercy. It was a human, and the galaxy was right to be terrified.